This is the new Skoda Fabia. Looks smart, doesn't it? It's the fourth version to come from the Czech brand, and just like its predecessor, this new model shares a lot in common with the Volkswagen Polo, the Seat Ibiza, and the Audi A1. And although it doesn't look drastically different to the old model, it's a completely new car built on a different platform, which we'll explain in greater detail in our list of 5 things you need to know about the all-new Skoda Fabia. But before we jump in, remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome videos just like this one. Let's jump in with the design differences over the old car first. From some angles, the new car admittedly doesn't look all that different to the previous model, but look a little closer and you'll notice the new grille, head and tail light designs and the more angular bumpers. The overall silhouette though is very different, with the new car boasting a sportier, squatter look compared to its, dare I say, van-like predecessor. And don't be fooled into thinking the new Fabia shares anything in common with the old model. It's built on VW's new-ish MQB production platform as opposed to the group's older PQ architecture. This not only allows for new engines, more on that in just a bit, and a greater ride comfort, but it'll also sport a suite of driver assistance tech as well. What's more, it's much larger than before. The car is some 111mm longer than before, and the wheelbase has been stretched by 94mm for better legroom. And with bigger dimensions comes a bigger boot as well. The Fabia now packs 380 litres of storage space, which is not only 50 litres more than the old car, but it's also on par with what you get on the new Volkswagen Golf. Of course, Skoda hasn't focused all of its attention on the car's design. The interior has been thoroughly reworked and now looks a lot more premium compared to the predecessor. The new design is highlighted by a pair of circular vents that are placed either side of the dashboard and are connected by a band of trim. The finish of the dash-wide bar depends on which trim you go for, which comprises of S, SE and SEL. Such catchy names. A bit like the Enyaq electric car, which we thought was brilliant, and if you want to click the link on the top right hand corner you can watch our review of it, the Fabia can be spec'd with a fabric dashboard, which is very 2021. It also covers part of the door inserts for a feel that's a bit more loungy than leathery. There's also a new multi-function steering wheel, and for that extra feeling of premiumness, you can spec ambient LED lighting and dual zone climate control, both firsts for Skoda's supermini. The most noticeable upgrade over the old Fabia is the sheer amount of tech available in the new one. Let's kick things off with that infotainment system in the centre of the dash. It runs Skoda's latest in-car software, which is simple to use, if a little bit clunky, and can be had in 3 different sizes. A 6.2-inch panel with DAB radio dubbed Swing, an 8.2-inch screen with Bluetooth connectivity called Bolero, and finally the 9-inch Amundsen, which adds features such as remote access. And as if that weren't enough, Skoda will sell you a digital instrument cluster so you can feel like you're behind the wheel of an Audi without spending, well, Audi money. It's the first time the Fabia has been offered with a virtual cockpit, with other debutantes including a heated steering wheel and windscreen. But, you'll need to pay extra for those. There's some neat driving tech too. Travel Assist, which was typically reserved for Skoda's more expensive models, is now available to order on Fabia. It's essentially Skoda's take on semi-autonomous autopilot driving, where the car manages the steering inputs to keep you firmly in the centre of your lane. And it works in conjunction with adaptive cruise control, so you don't go ploughing into the back of someone while cruising on the motorway. There's no denying Skoda buyers are served up many choices when speccing up a new car, even if most of those options come as paid extras. Anyway, you'll have more engines to choose from in the new Fabia than you did before. The range kicks off with a couple of naturally aspirated 3-cylinder 1-litre petrol engines producing either 65 or 80 horsepower. It also comes with a 5-speed manual gearbox for that old school shifter feel. You'll also be able to choose a turbocharged version of the same motor, which delivers either 95 or 110 horsepower. The former gets the entry-level model's 5-speed manual box, while the 110 motor gets a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed auto. But if you need something hotter, the range-topping car gets a 1.5-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder, producing a heady 150 horsepower. Unfortunately though, there's no VRS model planned for the new Fabia, nor will there be any hybrid or electric versions anytime soon, which is a bit of a shame. Skoda may have flooded us with information about its new Fabia, but it's keeping pricing under wraps for now. We assume it's to keep us wanting more, and it's working. Nevertheless, we expect the Fabia will carry a price tag of £13,500, making it a fair bit cheaper than the recently revamped VW Polo. We'll see the new Fabia in showrooms before the year is out, but of course in the meantime, you can head over to YesAuto.com for all the latest car news and reviews.